What is up, comic book fans? It is another edition of 5 in 5 for the week of June 27th, 2018. I'm Connor Christensen with AdventuresInPoorTaste.com, and I'm going to count down the top 5 books that you need to pick up this week in around 5 minutes. Who knows, maybe this week I'll actually be under 5. I highly doubt it. No more dilly-dallying. Let's dive right in. Our number 5 choice this week is Shadow Rhodes #1, written by Cullen Bunn and drawn by Brian Hurt. Writer Cullen Bunn is on a certifiable hot streak right now with releases like Deadpool Assassin, Harrow County, X-Men Blue, and The Brothers Dracul. All hot titles right now, all kicking ass. His newest release from Oni Press, The Shadow Rhodes, looks like it's going to continue that streak, and he's going to keep riding off into the sunset all summer with these kick-ass books. Set after the fallout of their critically acclaimed series Sixth Gun, Shadow Rhodes is best described as a mixture of like Wild Wild West and Stargate, except like take out all the science fiction and steampunk elements, but keep in the fact that it's the Wild West and you can travel to different parts of the universe. Cullen Bunn's been killing it all year, so you gotta check out this new title from him. Chances are it's gonna be pretty goddamn good. Our number 4 choice this week is Star Wars Lando Double or Nothing #2, written by Rodney Barnes and drawn by Paolo Villanelli. I absolutely love Solo. It might be my favorite release that Disney has done since they took over Star Wars. I especially loved the way that Donald Glover portrayed Lando Calrissian. If you loved Glover's portrayal of Lando in the movie, you cannot miss Barnes' new miniseries about the young smuggler. He completely nails the portrayal that you saw on screen. He's got all the sassiness and the suave. Meanwhile, the art from Villanelli totally captures the swagger and the mannerisms of Lando so well that it feels like you're just watching a continuation of what you saw on screen. And if you've read other Star Wars books or seen Star Wars movies and you've thought to yourself, man, I really wish I knew more about the high fashion of the world of Star Wars and what these things are made of. Well, fear not, because there are so many little factoids about the fashion world of Star Wars within this series. I'm telling you, capes and scarves galore. Honestly, though, it's a kick-ass book. You should pick it up. I'm loving it so far. Coming in at number 3 this week is Moon Knight #196, written by Max Bemis and drawn by Paul Davidson. I have been super stoked on Moon Knight post-Legacy with Say Anything frontman Max Bemis taking over the reins and writing a killer first 5 or 6 issues on the character that continues this week. Moon Knight is a superhero with dissociative identity disorder. He constantly has 3 personalities vying control of his body. Being someone who suffers from severe mental health disorders himself, Max Bemis is the perfect writer to take on Moon Knight, and his ability to show what it's like living with a mental illness shines through on every single page of these books, and they've been phenomenal. And this arc specifically that he's working on right now really takes a look at what it looks like to have multiple voices in your head at once. The best part about this issue, aside from the killer story from Bemis, is the awesome art from Davidson. If you check out the preview panels on AdventuresInPoorTaste.com, you'll see some totally trippy, hallucinogenic, just kick-ass visuals that will just have you staring at the pages. So the story's going to be great, but the visuals are going to be even better. You gotta pick this one up. Grabbing the number 2 spot this week is Teen Titans Special #1, written by Adam Glass and drawn by Robson Rocha. Although not a full relaunch like Rebirth, DC is kind of undergoing its own very, very, very soft mini relaunch following the events of Dark Knight's Metal and Justice League No Justice. Teen Titans Special #1 is the Teen Titans introduction to the new post-Source Wall DC universe. Whether you're a Teen Titans fan or just a reader of other DC titles, you're probably going to want to pick this one up because it's going to contextualize the Teen Titans roles in the DC universe moving forward. This is going to be a key issue in what the Teen Titans are actually going to do in the DC universe moving forward, so it's very important. I think if you're a DC reader, you have to pick this one up. And coming in at #1 this week, we've got Sentry #1, written by Jeff Lemire and drawn by Kim Jacinto. Stemming from the pages of Doctor Strange, Sentry is back from the dead. All is great, right? Not really. Bob Reynolds is just a normal guy by day, but by night, he's Sentry. But the thing about Sentry is, Sentry has a dark alter ego named the Void. The problem? Bob Reynolds doesn't know what is real anymore and what isn't. He's completely lost his grip on reality. He doesn't know if what the Sentry is doing is real. He doesn't know if what the Void is doing is real. He doesn't even know if what Bob Reynolds is doing is real. Anyone who read Lemire's Moon Knight run that I talked about earlier knows that Lemire knows how to write a character with mental illness really, really well. Lemire has a knack for flowing between vastly differing perceptions of reality between a character without confusing the reader too much, which will allow for a character like Sentry to really have differing perceptions of reality that'll freak the reader out, but not confuse them, and that's what you want. If Lemire applies the same type of storytelling he used in his Moon Knight run to Sentry, I guarantee this is going to be a killer series that everybody should keep their eye on. Alright, and that wraps things up for 5 in 5 for the week of June 27th, 2018. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, like, do all those things on the social medias that you need to do to get this video out there. And then make sure to check back at adventuresinpoortaste.com on Wednesday for all the reviews of all these books, and keep it tuned to Adventures in Poor Taste over the weekend, because that's where we'll have all of our previews and whatnot. Till next week, I'll see you guys.